What's up guys, Howdish here, and today we're jumping in with the weekly reset for Destiny 2 this Tuesday, the 26th of November. So, of course, Act 2 of Revenant has now dropped. Following on from that though, this week we get the return of Iron Banner for the first time in the episode, and Iron Banner's actually got some loot updates this time around, so a lot of players will be going after that. Otherwise though, in this video we'll cover any relevant updates from Bungie over the weekly reset. We'll also talk about featured rewards, vendor inventories for the week. As always, there's the Eververse store, bonus rewards, and a handful of other items to round up in this video. So if you guys enjoy it, get subscribed and I'll keep you posted with more Destiny content, but otherwise now let's get into it. And so first up, Revenant Act 2 has gone live. Of course, all of the quest steps and things related to that, the narrative, drop at once. So if you need to catch up on any of it from last week, we can still do so. Act 3 will begin on the 7th of January, so there isn't really any rush. And we're not anticipating anything extra rolling out, which is unexpected at this point, but let us know if you're still working on Revenant content down below. Something to mention on the subject of Revenant though, the featured dungeon, Vesper's Host, or should I say the new dungeon this episode, does have double rewards for another week. So if you're looking to pick up some nice rolls on the weapons, armor, or indeed the Artifice variants, we can get double drops for the remainder of this week up until the 3rd of December. Otherwise, over here in the tower, Lord Saladin has now arrived, and we've got Iron Banner Control featured for the next week. Iron Banner itself will last for 2 weeks now, so keep in mind that also means Trials won't return on Friday, but there's a new armor set which we can earn and focus for at Lord Saladin, as well as an updated Archon's Thunder machine gun, and the brand new Stasis rocket-assisted frame sidearm, which is Tenacious Mastery. We've spoken about the perks and potential roles on these pieces of gear previously, so you can check out those videos if you want to, but otherwise, let us know in the comments section if you'll be diving into Iron Banner this week. And I'll keep you posted if there are any other important discoveries or updates. Next up though, yes, alongside the Iron Banner, there will be additional Valor for the take-in this week, so if you're looking to level up in the Crucible in general, it'll be a good time to jump in. Next up though, as we move on to the Eververse store, we'll focus on Bright Dust items as always, and on the front page we do have helmets from the Universal Ornament sets available. Of course I'm on the Titan, but this is available on the front page for 1200 Bright Dust for all characters. And then we do have the Gold Topper 1, I think I'm saying that name correctly, Exotic Sparrow on the front page here, which is 2500 Bright Dust, an interesting looking one. There is also the Lattice Entrance Transman effect for 450 Bright Dust, we'll preview that one as always. And for the front page shaders, we've got Crown of Vermin from last episode, Echoes, quite an interesting shader actually, potentially quite nice with certain armor sets right there for 300 Bright Dust, so worth grabbing that one. Also on the front page though, we do have the Warbrick shader for the same cost, so we'll have a quick look at that one as well. Moving over to the main Bright Dust section here though, for exotic emotes and things first, we've got Metal Detector available for 3250 Bright Dust. That one's new this episode, so we are seeing a few new items dropping early-ish in the episode. We've got the Swagger March rare emote available as well, which is 400 Bright Dust right there. Very attitudinal indeed. And then there is the Lepus Major Shell Exotic Ghost for 2850 Bright Dust, another new one for this episode. Quite a strange looking thing, I guess. Let us know your thoughts. And then there's the Kit Bashed Flyer, which is basically the Drifter ship, the Derelict, which is 2000 Bright Dust right here. A pretty interesting looking thing, so let us know if you plan to grab that one. Additionally though, we've got the Overpacked Exotic Sparrow, which is 2500 Bright Dust as well, from back in Season of the Deep, I think that is. And then we've got the Galatine Protocol ornament for Vexcalibur for 1250 Bright Dust. This one only come out in Echoes as well, so quite a nice looking one, I suppose. And then we've got the Pineapple Projection, Ghost Projection here for 1500 Bright Dust. And for the second page of shaders, there's Lilac Bombast available up first, which often appears in the store. There's also Royal Welcome from back in the Season of Opulence era, so might be some useful ones to grab. Also Byzantium Lotus, which is quite a bright one. And then a new one for this episode as well, which is Ultra Clean, available for 300 Bright Dust right there. Not necessarily the color scheme I was expecting, but looks like it will probably vary a little bit depending on armor sets and things, so might be worth grabbing right there. Finally though, we have the Hive Arrival Transman effect for 450 Bright Dust. We'll preview these quickly. There's also the Vex Incursion entrance, and very finally we've got the Resurrected Shadow available this week as well. So let us know if you plan to grab anything from the Eververse store. Certainly nice to see some new and slightly less new, but still kind of new items, so give us your thoughts below. Next up though, let's have a quick visit with Banshee here in the tower. For the weapons at the minute, we've got the Typhon GL5 with Steady Hands and Adrenaline Junkie, Peace of Mind with Heating Up and Moving Target, Briar's Love, which is Keep Away and Adagio, and then the Imperial Decree, which has got Pugilist and Shot Swap, might be a bit of fun at the very least, and then Funnel Web with Pulse Monitor and Rangefinder. Keep in mind though, the weapons and rolls will change through the week. And lastly, for the vendors, let's visit Shader 1 in the Annex. We've got the Devastation Complex set of armor available this week, so you can check in to pick those up or to take a look at stat rolls. But for shaders, we've got Golden Empire. These, as always, are 10,000 Glimmer. That's very golden indeed. There's also the Echoes of Io, an old Destination shader right there if you never got it. And we've got the War Cult camo as well if you're after older faction shaders. For some final mentions though, this week's Nightfall will be the Arms Dealer, and the Slammer is the featured Nightfall reward. Of course, we now have the Grandmaster Catch-Up node active, so you can run any of the GMs, and there's chances at the Adept variant of the Slammer as well. For the featured exotic mission though, we have Vox Obscura, which drops the Dead Messenger, as well as all of its upgrades and catalysts, so once again, that's something else that can be gone after this week. In addition to the Vault of Glass and Crota's End being featured raids, so Vault of Glass will drop the Vex Mythoclast, Crota's End has the quest for Necrochasm, and with it being featured, it makes it slightly easier to pick up all of the required materials for that. Additionally though, we've got Warlord's Ruin as the featured dungeon, alongside Grasp of Avarice, but for Warlords, there's the Buried Bloodline, which is the Void rocket-assisted frame sidearm, the exotic variant, so if you've never picked those up, it's another good time to jump in. And our final mention for this week is for the Lost Sectors. Today we've got Chamber of Starlight in the Dreaming City, then we'll move over to the Quarry in the EDZ for November 27th. The 28th will see Extraction Site, then we'll get the Broken Deep on November 29th, which is followed by the Blooming Deep on the 30th. And for December 1st, we'll see the Forgotten Deep before moving over to Extraction on Savathun's Throne World for December 2nd. Otherwise, that rounds up pretty much everything related to the weekly reset this week, so let us know in the comment section if you're going to be jumping in. As always, good luck on the hunt for any of the rewards you might be picking up this reset. And if you found the video useful, a rating helps us out down below, and feel free as well to get subscribed so I can keep you posted with more Destiny content. Otherwise though, cheers for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.